I think the Korean guy think about the soju is the kind of the beverage.
It's like water.
Yeah, we call it as like the 8 days for 1 week. Yeah, we call it as like I drink soju for 8 days for 1 week. It's really
That's
it's
funny.
serious. Yeah, because that is the culture. And then I lose my job and have no money,
Oh, no.
and I have to make money. So okay, let's try some writing in some web novel. Yeah,
Nice.
that's why I was taught.
Wow.
Inside our community for the writers, we
Right,
say that the final goal is that teaching someone how to write,
Right.
and then that means I'm making money by writing.
Right.
But I didn't write.
Yeah, you don't write it.
That's the best,
Yeah.
best way I think to make money.
I learn from these people who's successful in what you do already. Is it important to have someone like this?
I think so
Yeah.
because not for the job or not for your work.
Right.
I think it's for your life.
Right.
You need someone to learn about how to live and
Right.
how to think and how to behave.
Welcome back to another episode of Heads and Tails. Today I'm joined by Jay, a web novel author hailing from South Korea who's redefining what it means to be a writer in the digital age. We dive into an array of topics such as how web novels are revolutionizing storytelling, balancing creativity with financial stability, the challenges of creating characters and worlds, and the power of sharing your work to grow as a creator. Jay also shares insights on finding inspiration, the importance of having mentors, and balancing passion with practicality in a creative career. So, if you've ever dreamed of writing or wondered about the future of storytelling, this episode is definitely for you.
How can we open it there?
Do what?
You have any opening map?
Should I?
I just ask you
Oh.
that you have some opening mantle or not. Yeah.
Okay. How would you open it?
Like, hello guys, we are in the Head and Tails podcast.
There we go.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Go on. I like this.
Yeah, I'm Jay. Today is the guest, and this is my host. I think it's changed our roles. Yeah. You have to say like this. Yeah. Why I have to do?
No, this is a
Yeah.
good reminder for me. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
think this is a very good moment to
Yeah.
acknowledge where we are.
Uh-huh.
It's the Early Owls Cafe.
Yeah.
It's deep in Santitam,
Yeah.
which should be the north side of town.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
right above Nimman. It's a wonderful Saturday. It's sunny. We have a very lush background. People taking pictures. We're doing a little podcast. We even have a small little viewership right in front of us.
We also have audience today.
We
yeah.
have an audience, yes, as usual, because the important things we're going to talk about with Jay is going to be noteworthy, audience worthy. Sick.
Yes.
All right, you want to see how you sound?
Yeah. Can I check it?
Yeah.
There you go. I just want to check my voice, but
Yeah?
every time when I listen my voice by another speaker or headphone,
I
it's
know.
feel like a weird.
It's
yeah.
impossible to get used to your
Yeah.
voice on the microphone.
Yeah, okay, just let it. Yeah. Okay, it's
Sick.
very good sound.
Yeah. All crystal clear.
Yep.
Gee, how are you, brother?
Oh, thank you for asking me, and
Yeah.
I'm very good nowadays
very
because
good.
I'm come back to Chiang Mai.
Yes. It's
so
always so. I'll tell you something about the capital city of Turkey, Ankara.
Yeah.
Is very sad and very rainy and
Yeah.
very dark, and there's all the government buildings.
Yeah.
So the very famous writer
Yeah.
in Turkey actually goes to Ankara for like business and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they ask him, "What do you love about Ankara? What's your favorite part about Ankara?"
Yeah,
and
what
he
does he
says,
say?
"He says, coming back to Istanbul."
Oh yeah, I think that's good.
Good answer.
Yeah,
right?
good answer. Yeah.
So maybe I can ask you about Busan. Like, what do you like about Busan?
Oh no, it's different.
Coming
if
back
you
to
want
Chiang Mai.
yeah, no. If you want to listen that answer, you have to ask me that. Oh, what do you think about the good point of the Seoul?
Oh.
Yeah. Because I love my hometown. You know, I think you guys know or not, but I'm not sure. But Busan is the second biggest city in the
Right.
Korea,
Mhm.
and then It's almost same with Chiang Mai, I think. But yeah,
is it like
because
energy vibe? Energy, like, is it similar? Or like people? Like, what's similar about it?
I think actually the Seoul is the place that the local people are living, and they gonna make money, and they some. It's the living area, but the
Right.
Busan is also the living area too. But
Sure.
there are so many foreigners for
Yeah.
the how can I say the
Yeah.
international for the traveling.
Mhm.
It's the good way to the traveling, and then
Yeah.
not that much people inside the Busan, because nowadays they are always going to the Seoul for find the jobs.
Right.
Actually, that is the big problem in Korea, because
Mm.
except the Seoul, the other city, they don't have many place to work. So all the young people are gathering in the Seoul, and then the another city is more getting old. People are getting old, but to me it's okay, because as you know, so as like a Bangkok or another city, there are so many people inside. It's so complicated. So
Yeah.
that's why we love Chiang Mai. There are not many people, and then have no traffic jam, and have so many foreigners. So it's very easy to make a plan, and it's easy to live here. So I think that part is same with Busan.
I see.
Not many people, and have many places to go around and have traveling, and you can make some foreigner plan too. Yeah, that's why I think the
Okay.
Busan is same with the Chiang Mai.
So I see. So this must be a something like everywhere you go, because I remember when I was in the Netherlands, Holland.
Yeah, hola.
I spent a month in The Hague.
Hey,
like not Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Because Amsterdam,
Yeah, it's
it's
different,
small compared
Yeah.
to Chiang Mai or maybe Seoul, but like still very crowded and dense, you know, like,
Yeah.
and it's very touristy, so many
Yeah.
people. But you just go like an hour and a half out to The Hague, very different energy.
Very
you know,
calm.
calm energy,
Yeah.
students, university, and
some local people in there,
Yeah.
and then that's
yeah.
I think I love I love that kind of the cities. Yeah, when I go there, I can feel the local people's life, and then I can make some local friends. Yeah, I love like that kind of the city. Yeah.
One friend of mine in Istanbul said there's three things he looks for to choose in a city. Number one is gay rights. So if the country is open to gay people, gay marriage, interracial, because it's not about like he's gay and he wants to live. It's more about if they're comfortable with gay people and like trans and lesbians and whatever, then it means like they're an accepting society. you know? Like in Thailand in general is just very like open about everything, and that's very comforting. Two is weed. If there's like a good weed thing,
I think your friend have to live in Thailand. Yeah.
Well, no, he doesn't even smoke weed.
Yeah, really?
He doesn't smoke weed. It's just he's not gay. He doesn't smoke weed, but he's like, I need the comfort that comes from, you know.
But he needs some place to open for the another gay or transgender, and then he needs some place to weed. But even he not smoke weed.
No, he doesn't. And the third thing was family. So if it's like a family friendly environment, like over here we have like kids all around, you know. Because I think you can tell me more about this, but I think people respect children in like some level, you know. Like they're like, oh, there's a kid, you know, like don't say bad words, or like don't say like, to behave, like be good, because there's kids around. And I think internally we all recognize that kids are the future.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So does your friend have a kid?
No.
Even he don't have kids. Wow.
Yeah.
I really want to meet your friend.
He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's kind of good guy. I think that to your friend, the Busan is not good choice. I think
Not
because actually I think it's because of the Korea. We are very close to the gay or lesbian or transgender.
Right.
If you want to live like a gay or lesbian or any other thing in Korea, it's very hard life to you, because we are still close to them.
Right.
We doesn't have any law for them. We doesn't have any cultural expectation for them, and also weed is illegal.
Right.
And then the third one also is not going well in Korea.
Oh, really?
Nowadays, I think it's gonna be changed. When I was young, we are very, very good for kids, and we always have understand about
how old are you now?
Yeah, I'm 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to get a sense of when you were young, when was that? You know?
Yeah.
Maybe you could be 50 years old, man. You look young.
Oh, really?
And experienced. Yeah.
Really? Yeah, because I'm an Asian. Yeah. I know there's some can I say parang in here too? Yeah, I think the word parang is better than the white guys or any other things. Yeah.
Anyway, Thai people say falang for foreigner.
Yeah. So okay. Here's the thing that what I want to say is nowadays in Korea there are so many no kids zone. You know what is no kids zone?
No.
There is the restaurant or some cafe or some place. They are banned for the kids come inside.
Oh.
If you bring your kid if you want to go some restaurant and then with your kid, if the restaurant is no kids zone, you cannot come inside.
Whoa.
I think this is not the problem of the kid nowadays because of their parents.
Oh.
Yeah, when you go out to have some great dinner at the restaurant, yeah, there can be a kid too. But sometimes the kid running inside the restaurant and they broken something. But I think this is not the problem of the kid.
Right, it's parents.
Yeah,
issue,
parents.
yeah.
They have to ban. They have to say to their children that, kids, you cannot do like that. Just come down and just sit here, and then you just have dinner and then go out. You cannot.
Yeah.
They have to teach them, but in nowadays Korea, they didn't do it.
Interesting.
Yeah. They just, how can I say, their parents always give prize and then have only good word. Okay, you can learn in here because
is this like a new way of parenting? Because you probably didn't grow up like this.
Yeah, it's the new wave of because my generation is getting parents now. So, but
like your friends are getting married and having children, right? Yeah.
I think it's almost same with my parents too. Because I don't know why, but nowadays Korea is going like that way. Yeah. I think it's not good way, but
yeah, it's a different way, for sure.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think some society, I think, is changing values. You know, just like the reason why I think you say Busan or Chiang Mai compared to Bangkok or Seoul is like, just like this text that I had, like so much information. We don't have attention anymore. You know? And I think the society is changing so much that. This is my kind of moment in the podcast right now. We recorded 2 months ago, but you know some fucking technical issues.
We
had to do it in the right place, right time, right moment. But now I'm thinking about this is a long conversation, right? So I need to give people an idea of why it's important that they listen to MJ talk about his books. I need to help them understand why I find you interesting, you know. So if I'm just like, okay, here's an hour conversation with my Korean writer friend, it's like, why, you know? So I need to like give them enough sort of short
information
like,
for them,
like 1 minute, sort of like 30-second. Because this is society now. We're just like, just like fucking, you know, TikTok generation. You know?
Nowadays they have so many short form, short form contests in the media. But actually, he told me that I'm not a writer, but I'm the different kind of writer. Actually, I'm writing a book in Korea, but it's only on the website. I don't have any real books. It's just have ebooks.
Right.
So, but it's I think it's also short form contents because
yes. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
So internet novels, by the way, in Korea is huge.
Yeah, very
huge. Everyone knows about this, and we have a lovely writer today joining us. So tell me more about how it compares to like long form writing, and you got short form.
Oh, it's the first thing that I want to say is when you're writing is the kind of the eye of the writer. Is when you're writing a book, is the normal writer is just done themselves only for the one book. But to me, every day I have to write for short term. I guess short sentence. It's almost 5,500 words.
Okay, 5,500. That's like a paragraph, though, no?
Yeah, it's almost there. So we have some. How can I say the program Word? In Korea we also have another program. So
it's not Word, something else.
But it's kind of the Word.
Okay.
I use that one, and then I have to put the 5,500 words in there, and then I have to upload it only one day per one poem a day. So every day I have to writing, and then but even I spend 10 hours or 6 to 7 more than 10 hours if I to spend time for writing. The readers only spend 3 or 5 minutes for read my books. For only one day.
Damn, it's like mom's cooking, you know. She takes 4 hours to cook, but you just eat it in 20 minutes.
But the most different thing, another one is that when you read the normal book, there are inside there are so many things to think about it.
Right.
When you that's the good way for the read the book.
dense.
Yeah.
Mm.
When you read the book, you can have experience about another people's emotion. Yeah, like when you read like a Demian.
Demian?
You know the Demian?
No.
I don't know. I'm not sure because of my pronunciation.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, tell me. Try to describe it.
I cannot remember the name of the author, but it's the very famous book for Demian.
Oh.
I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, when can I stop just a moment?
Yeah,
for
go ahead.
him?
Yeah, no worries. After edit cuts. Yeah, get it. See you, man.
Okay, let's start again.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just what I want to talk is okay. I need some time. Just one.
Yeah, collect it. Yeah, no
Okay.
worries.
When you read some books, you can experience another guy's. You can feel another guy's experience.
Yes.
Yeah. Even I didn't go to the India before, but if I need some guy writing about India, I can experience about his feeling when he was in the India.
Right.
Yeah, that is the right way for the book is going on.
I see.
But to me, the internet novel is different. We don't need to give them the experience. We just give them their for fun.
Oh,
Yeah, that's all.
entertainment.
Yeah, just for the entertainment. Yeah, when I just writing a book, I don't need to put some, how can I say, the philosophies or
Right, you're not
yeah.
writing a Dostoevsky novel.
Yeah,
Got
it's
it.
it's very different. Yeah, with Dostoevsky or Tolstoy, or it's very different. It's there.
So, from what I understand, stories mainly is character development.
Yeah.
So, how does character development work in your line of writing?
Actually, it is very important thing in the internet novel too. But as you know, there is some, how can I say, in the normal book, the main how can I say, the main character sometimes feels sad and sometimes have some bad experience, and then that make him more development.
Right.
But
It goes through like
yeah,
a
it goes
different.
through like this one. But in the internet web novel, oh, he don't have this one. He always develop very easy.
Oh.
Because when
I
people
see.
read some normal book, they feel tired when main character feels some sad or the emotion is going to the reader, so they feel so tired when they read some normal book.
That's very fascinating. So in normal novels, the hero's journey is more difficult, and there's a lot of challenges and overcoming these challenges.
Yeah.
But it sounds like these web novels, the character has a more like cruising experience. They're just like soaking in like whatever's going on. It's not like a personal development thing.
Whatever he do in web novel, he don't have challenge.
Right.
Because he's the main actor, and then people feel like that he's same with me.
Right.
So they don't want to have some challenge in there. They just need some success. In for the catharsis maybe.
Yeah.
They feel like that when main characters going to success, and then they feel like that, oh, I'm going success too.
So the technical term for it, since I studied literature, I'm going to flex a bit, is called protagonist. So that the main character is what we call the protagonist. And usually in these novels, and like Shakespeare and Milton and all the big heavy hitters, they usually have an antagonist, which is like the foil of like the good and evil, right? And like they kind of have this like argument or fight, or they go on a journey together, and in the end good usually wins. Sometimes evil wins, but that means it's like, oh, we have another episode, like, or like there's no clear winner, so like there's open to other stories. So how does, if your hero has an easy journey, is it easy to write more stories after that?
Yeah, actually to me, I think so, because if you want to give some challenge to your character, you have to make some situation. You have to create some evil guy, and you have to make some bad situation, and you have to make some. You have to turn it for the good to him, and you have to constructing everything. But if going too easy, you don't need to make it. Just what you think is the you can write. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's just think about the if I want to go there, if I want to write a normal book, I have to explain about all the situation around here and atmosphere or everything. But if I want to just writing a web novel, I can just writing that like I go there. That's all. It's very easy one. So
you don't need to explain.
I don't need to explain because if I start to explain, the word gonna be more sentence gonna be longer,
Yes.
and then people don't want to read the long because it's the short form contest. That's why they don't want to read the long sentence. So in the web novel, it's the important thing that you have to make sentence very short.
Interesting.
Yeah, because people also feel like that when they read some long sentence, that's gonna make them tired too.
Right.
So people don't want to read that one. So
That's very fascinating. Like reading for pleasure and entertainment rather than like reading for understanding a story.
yeah.
Is it only popular in Korea or the web novels I'm talking about?
I think it's starting from the Japan.
Oh, it starts from
Yeah,
Japan.
they call it in the light novel.
Light novels. Okay.
Yeah, there are so many light novels in the Japan. I was go to some bookstore in the Thailand too,
Yeah.
and Thai people also have the light novel too in here. Yeah, so I think the Asia they have so many that kind of the novels. Yeah.
I see. And what's the so we did mention about how light novels or web novels are different than, you know, just normal protagonist, antagonist, and hero's journey and everything.
Yeah.
But how would you describe finding a good situation? Or so okay, this person doesn't necessarily go on an adventure, but they're going from one place to another and they're experiencing their surrounding, right? How do you choose a good setting, or how do you choose like good
Wow, it's so deep question.
Yeah?
I think
I'm gonna rehash your memory for a bit because I listened to the last conversation before I went to bed, and we talked about this really, really interesting story. I want you to tell it again of the time traveler drunk guy.
Yeah, that's right. That was what I was made. Yeah, before, and that was my big hit.
Yeah.
So talk about that one.
Yeah, like because that's a very fascinating setting. You know, that's a very very.
Oh, now I know what you asked me.
Yeah.
You know what? Make the main characters go to another place while have some time travel.
Yeah.
It's very easy to make the story because he already know about the future. So and then he also have some knowledge about the future. So when he go back to the how can I say, the 16th century is mid century, maybe
16th century.
If the modern guy goes to the mid century, he's very genius, I think.
It is.
That's what I do, because in the web novel just send them to the past,
right?
And then it looks like that the leader speak like that he's genius guy.
He's a god.
So it's almost god. Because that's why I call it very easy and they have no challenge. It's very easy. Just talk about my book. I just sent my main character to the mid-century of the Chinese country, and then the main character's job was the bartender. So the drunken guy. So he was going to the mid-century of the Chinese country, and then he started to work as like a bartender in there.
Right.
And then some people didn't believe that the alcohol, the spirits can be mixed, but he made it. And then he gave to some strong guy, like a hero.
Right.
And then they drink his cocktail.
Yes.
And then they are more stronger than they can turn to the more strong.
Interesting. So there's some deep alchemy happening with the spirits. They're just mixing and matching. Well, this guy with knowledge from the future is bringing it back to the past, and as a result, these people kind of gain these new powers.
It is.
Well, that's a fucking hero's journey in my mind. It looks very easy and light, but at the same time, like, how do you choose that? Like, in what moment did you find that idea? Were you just like thinking about, oh, I like kind of drinking, there's a drinking culture in Korea, this might kind of sell? Like, did you think that there was a demand for it, or like did you already like kind of have sketches about this idea?
Actually, I was already have the sketch of idea because people. I'm writing this book. I also writing about the bartender. It was the normal story, just the modern the modern story about the bartender and the cocktail. So I have a lot of the information about the cocktail and bartender. That's why I can make it.
Were you a bartender before?
No, actually not.
No,
because
you're good behind the bar though.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, in Chiang Mai, I'm a good bartender.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, because I have a lot of friends who work in the bar,
Right.
and then they always let me in, go into the bar.
Yeah.
So sometimes I make a cocktail too,
Nice.
but I'm not a professional bartender. Yeah.
You're not a professional writer. You're not a professional bartender. But you're a professional
Yeah.
human.
Yeah, I'm a professional human just. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like to go to the bar in Korea
Mm.
because it's very calm
Yeah.
and it's very dark.
Yeah.
And nobody talk to me, and
Nice.
I like the individual time, private time. Private time.
And yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Just drink. Actually, yeah, you told me about the drinking culture about Korea,
Yes.
but I don't like it.
That's
That's why I always go to the bar.
interesting.
Actually, nobody go bar nowadays in Korea
Oh, why not?
because the Korea's culture is different for drinking.
Huh.
When they drink, they always have drink with some food.
Some poo.
Yeah. When
Oh,
just,
yeah,
just,
yeah,
just
yeah,
think
yeah.
about it. Here's the thing that when we drink in Chiang Mai,
Right.
we just buying only one beer,
Right.
and then we just drink in like this way, and then okay,
Right.
cheers, man, and
Right,
then
right,
drink.
right, right.
But in Korea, even you want to drink a beer,
You
you
need
have
some-
to order some one more. Food.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Some plate.
That's the culture of the Korea.
I see.
But that made me getting fat. And also the soju, I don't like it. It's weird.
It's strong.
Yeah, it's
And-
very strong, and then every time when I drink that one,
Mhm.
I always feel like my stomach is gonna be die. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Is it the rice or no? What is it made
Yeah.
from?
Maybe tapioca.
Of tapioca.
Yeah.
Oh.
They just how can I say the distillation?
Right.
Yeah, the distillation for the tapioca,
Uh-huh.
and then put some water and some sugar inside, and then
Right.
just make it. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So, is it like is the drinking culture adapted from Japan? Like, just tell me a little bit about the alcohol culture in Korea,
Mhm.
particularly because I know from living in Thailand, people don't
Mhm.
drink that much.
Yeah.
They have their sangsom, which people
Yeah.
think it's whiskey, but it's actually rum.
rum.
Yeah, it's rum. But they love their beer, beer lao,
So many
sangsom.
things. Yeah. Regency or yeah.
Still, they don't drink so much though.
Yeah.
I rarely see a Thai person who's like drunk off their face. But I'm hearing stories about like in Korea and Japan that people get like really wasted, like
Yeah.
really wasted. So where does this culture kind of like originate?
I'm not sure but I think it's come from the Korea because as I know, the
Mhm.
Japanese guys not that drink much.
Oh, I see.
Compared with Korean
Right,
guys.
right.
Because in Korea, when you eat some dinner,
Mhm.
if you have dinner with your friend, you
Right.
have to drink together too.
Oh.
Yeah. Because the soju, they feel like the soju is not a serious alcohol. They just feel like it's just kind
It's a
of
warm-up.
Yeah. It's. I think the Korean guy think about the soju is the kind of the beverage. Yeah.
It's just like water.
Yeah. Oh, you told me that. Okay, when I was young, no, when I was in the university,
Okay.
it's almost 12 years ago, and at that time, I really drink a lot of sauce for every day.
Okay.
Yeah, almost we call it as like the 8 days for 1 week. Yeah, we call it as like I drink soju for 8 days for 1 week. It's really
That's
it's
funny.
serious. Yeah, because that is the culture.
Mm.
Korean people think about that, thing like that.
Mhm.
When you drink soju with some guy,
Yeah.
you can be a fan of him.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not for the all Koreans, but the
Mm.
almost Koreans feel like that. If you call someone as like a friend, you have to drink with him.
I
Even you
see.
don't drink with him, you cannot call him as like a friend.
Ah.
Because I think the meaning of the friend is doing something with. Yeah, so
Right.
the main thing is drink together. I think. Yeah.
Right. And is it because? So I'm just spitballing in my own mind right now. There's a strong working culture
Mhm.
in Korea. I know that's as well as Japan.
Mhm.
And maybe from
Yes, it
all the
is.
stress that people have, they
Yeah.
need some sort of release. Like
Yeah, they always solve it from the soju.
Yeah.
And then, as like you say, the working culture
Mhm.
also bad in Korea too.
Mhm.
When it's quite different from on other countries. When you after work, maybe in Thailand, I'm not
Mhm.
sure about the Thailand or Turkey,
Mhm.
Türkiye,
Mhm.
but as I know, in other country, they finish their work, they just go to their home.
Right.
But in Korea, we sometimes have to go to drink together
With the
with your
coworkers.
coworkers and your boss too.
Yes.
I think it's the kind of the extension of the work.
Oh.
But the boss, while my boss didn't think about it like that. Yeah, they just think about it as entertainment, but
Yeah.
yeah, to me it's not.
Well, okay, here's another reason why I think MJ is so important. Because a lot of people in Korea, it seems, are working to pay rent, pay food, and then kind of, have a I'm gonna buy a new couch. I'm gonna buy a new furniture. I'm gonna buy a new television. It's kind of like keeping up with the Joneses, the similar kind of thing you see in America, right? Like you get the job, you're working for the tech company, you make hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then you decide to invest it in your child's education or things and stuff. But what MJ's doing over here is you like writing, like you enjoy doing it genuinely.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it make me more free. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like you're okay. Maybe you're not like in love with writing, right? But it allows you this
Yeah.
freedom. It allows you this free access to the
Yeah.
world. It allows you different connections.
Yeah, it
And
is.
and
yeah.
you're not like working, 12 hours, 8 hours, whatever it is, and
Yeah.
then like
it
work.
just depend on me. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can sort of separate yourself from all the mass,
Yeah.
and that's why it's important. You're kind of the black sheep of the work culture, where
Mhm.
you can sustain yourself and also enjoy your freedom outside of the country if you want to.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
Yeah, but it also have some good way and have bad way too.
Of course.
Yeah, you told me that I can separate myself,
Yeah.
my working time and my free time.
Right.
But sometimes if the schedule gonna be busy,
Right.
I cannot separate it by myself. So I have no private time because
But
even I stay in the room, I have to work too.
Sure, but like
Yeah.
the what I'm realizing, especially doing like a creative endeavor like a podcast, is there's when I was working at companies, it's always like I'm working like a cow, right? I'm eating like
Yeah, I was too, yeah.
You work for 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever it is, but with projects, you kind of have a week where you're just like working like a lion,
Yeah.
and then 2 weeks you're kind of like like-
I have to share.
yeah. Is that your experience as well with web novels?
Actually, this kind of way is very good way.
Yeah.
If you have some, how can I say, the skills, or
Right.
if you have some experience, you can do that. But to me,
Mwah.
it's very, very, very hard one to do like that
Oh.
because I'm so lazy. Yeah, you told me about working like a lion and have
Uh-huh.
chill for 2 weeks, but
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I always work for tomorrow. Okay, so today I have to work, and then I can make tomorrow's project. I can finish it. So
Right.
before that day, I never work.
You have to wait
Yeah.
until it's time.
Yeah, I have to waiting for the how can I say, the finish line. Just in
Mm.
front of the finish line, I can finish it.
Wow.
But some people just finish just from the start point.
Yeah.
Start point is here,
Right.
and then here's the finish point.
Right.
Some people just running like a lion, and
Yeah.
then they just got here for the only 2 days.
Right.
And then they have just finished here, and then they have less for the 2 weeks.
Right.
But to me, I have less 2 weeks, and then I running like a lion for 2 days.
This is a very Turkish thing. I think you would love
No.
Turkey. Everyone works like this.
I think, you know what? You are the second guy that told me about this sentence.
Really?
Another Turkey guy told me that you must be like Turkey because
Yeah.
your lifestyle is same with Turkey guys.
Very
Yeah.
much so, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I want to go to Turkey too.
You should, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to homies in Turkey. It's like,
Yeah.
and also, did you guys hear he said Turkey? Yeah, and not Turkey.
Yeah,
It's
Turkey,
crazy.
yeah.
It's crazy because everyone I meet and I say I'm from Turkey, and they're like, "Oh, you mean Turkey? Yeah." They're correcting me. I'm like, "Whoa, okay." People are keeping up with the politics more than I am.
You know what? In Korea, we call Turkey as like the country of the brothers. Yeah.
Mm.
So because when we have the Korean War,
Yep.
the Turkey sends a lot of the soldiers to the Korea, and they was fight for the Korea, and they also died so many people in Korea too.
Yeah.
So we call Turkey as the country of the brothers country.
Yeah, yeah.
We
no.
love Turkey, guys.
I think there was this one prominent singer. We must have talked about this Barış Manço guy. I was listening to him when I was a kid. He's like the father of Turkish rock, I would say. He started in psychedelic rock, so like in the 60s and 70s,
I love
and
it, yeah.
he would go to Korea frequently to do concerts, and like
Yeah.
with a lot of reverence from there as well. And recently, just a few weeks ago, I saw this like infographic about how the Turkish language is related to Japanese and Korean in terms of like the grammar part of it, and the Mongols.
Yeah.
So the Mongols, Korean, and Japanese and Turkish are in the same family as Altai. However, there's like a lot of theories against it. It's like, that it's not related at all.
Yep.
But I'd like to think that the cadence of the speech, I'm not saying like there's similar sounds or words, but at least
just the grammar and then I know what you mean. And, in Korea, I was also heard about that one too. Yeah, we have the same structure.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
It is.
Even Turkey and Korea is so far away, but we have the same destruction about some grammars or sentence. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. I don't know why. But
me neither. It feels like because like 1,000 years ago or something.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe separate with the same tribe.
Yeah. We were like, okay, this place, I don't know, let's go somewhere else. Like 1,000 years ago, the Turkic people kind of like moved into Turkey and then kind of just.
I think it's Kusos for my next book. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're coming up with some premises.
I will send my main character to
Turkey.
Yeah, to that time. Yeah.
So is it the same main character in every single story?
No, it's every single story have. You mean the one book?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always
in one
have
book, the same character. Okay, but different books.
Actually, I'm using the same name, but it's different characters. Yeah. But to me, it's very hard thing to make a new name. You know, when you're writing a book, make a story is very not that much difficult. But make a name is very difficult. Because in the novel there are so many characters in there, so it's very difficult to make it. Yeah.
Choosing a name would be difficult because it is a brand almost. It's kind of like your business, as it were. So when people see this name, they will make associations about the story. Like they'll think about the first story, they'll think about second story. So
and it's also same in Korea. There's some names have some feeling too. Yeah, like what do you think about the name like Louis? When you listen to the name, the Louis. What do you imagine about him? Yeah.
I imagine Louis as Latin of Latin origin. I feel warm.
Yeah.
I feel exotic. I feel like I said, warm and sort of welcoming. Also kind of like adventurous, I get that emotion as well.
That's what I want to say. In Korea also same. In Korean name also have some the feeling or have some imagination about the name. So it's very important to make a good name for the characters.
Right. So that
so
sort of embodies.
Every time when I make a character, I always think about his personality and his what he do and what he will be do, and then I choose his name because I always think about the feeling.
Right.
I want to give to the leaders the feeling that they want. I want to make the leaders kind of have imagination about these characters.
Yeah.
So that the make a good name is very good way to make them. Yeah, I think so. That's why I always it's difficult to make a name for the characters.
Yeah. I guess it has to be like a different kind of setting or something completely different to find another name that works. But I see what you mean. Is it like when you write the stories, how much do you think about the reader? Like, is all of the book for the reader, or the reader kind of comes last? Like, where's the reader's position in your mind when you're writing?
It's very difficult to me. But okay, I'm gonna say it for frankly today. Today. Okay. When I writing as a writer, I didn't give a fuck about the writers. Okay, leaders. Okay. Because it's important thing. If you always think about the readers, you cannot writing your story.
Yes.
Because when you're like, I think readers don't like this story. No, you cannot writing.
Yes.
Okay, at the time, I just writing like I don't have any readers.
Yes.
But after writing, and then when I sell my book, I always think about the readers as a god.
Oh.
You know what? In the web novel business, the readers god.
Yes.
Yeah, because they also have some comment in my book, and they can make some rate to my book too. And then if they don't want, they not pay for my book too. So they are cut when I sell my book.
Well, yeah, they give you food, they give you travel,
they give me
you
everything.
Yeah.
I always feel thank to my readers.
Right.
But when I'm writing, I
Right.
didn't give a fuck about them. I'm so sorry to my readers, but that's why I can make a book for the readers.
Hey, I think your readers really appreciate the honesty.
Yeah. So that's why I always talk to the another writers. When I
Right.
meet some another Korean writers, I tell to them, don't give a fuck about the readers. Just writing what you want to write.
Right.
Yeah, that's the good way to make a good book.
I'm gonna butcher it, but I don't want to waste time looking for it. I saw this one Instagram post about this very short sentence and says, artists succeed when they stop thinking about the audience.
Yeah.
Like when they just think like, okay, like I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it like because I want to see this happen. Is that when you get success?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Actually, the biggest artists never give a fuck about their pants. Well,
Yeah. They're not like, if I say this, would it sell more? If I do this, would I get more recognition? If I do this, would it be reaching more? Like they're like, fuck it. Like
Yeah. It's the same with the sentence. That if you have so many information or so many ideas in your head, sometimes they make you nothing.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're paralyzed.
Yeah, paralyzed. So sometimes just do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And then if it's going well, the money or pants or any other things is always borrowed to you. I think.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's why I always don't think about my readers when I'm writing. But yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is.
To find the good balance between this is for the audience at the end of the day, but in the process I'm kind of like not concerned about sort of pandering to someone. It's kind of like, oh, please love me, going to a friend and saying like, could you please love me, I need some love, like, can you please give me love? It's like a beggar kind of energy.
I don't like this kind of people.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not doing like that. Yeah.
Right.
So when you are just struggling for that business, that looks like sometimes you are not not professional.
Right.
Sometimes. So that's why I just don't want to struggling like that one. Just okay, I made this one. If you like this one, you can buy it. That's all. That is my business. Oh, you have to buy this because I have so many time to spend to make this one.
Yeah.
Please buy this.
Yeah.
I think if I was a leader or a customer,
Yeah.
I think, oh, this guy looks not that much professional. I cannot trust him. I just have some distance with my leaders.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good way.
So another question, this is kind of unrelated, but I have a lot of people, my friends now, since you left, like in the past 2 months, I've been hanging out with a lot of people who create things. So some of them writers, some of them filmmakers, some of them artists, like drawing things and making books. What I see is there's a lot of work in one project, right? So let's say I want to make the perfect cup. So I think about the color for 2 weeks. I think about the material for a month. I think about the design of the cap for 2 months. So for me to design a motherfucking cup, it's going to take me like 6 months. So it's a long time. So I want you to tell me about what you learn when you publish and then give it to the reader and they can decide if it's good or bad.
Yeah.
Because what I've heard is like you don't learn anything from something you're working on. You only learn when you publish, when you give it to the people, when you make it public, when you expose it to the outside world. And the outside world could be like, this sucks, this is horrible. Or like, oh my God, this is perfect. I'm going to give it to my mom. I'm going to give it to my sister. I'm going to give it to... So how do you think finishing a project is important?
Yeah, I think so. Because when the creating, as in the creating area, the finish is very important, I think. Yeah. Because if you cannot finish the project, you just spend time for nothing.
Right.
Yeah, because the creating is finishing at the finish. So if you cannot finish, you're, how can I say it, to struggling, or what the time you spend is bullshit.
Right.
Yeah. So I think if you are in the creating area or creating business, you have to finish it, and the finish is very important.
Yeah.
Tell
me more about, you said you're still creating in your time, like your time you spent is bullshit. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, because if you cannot finish it, that means just think about the make a cup.
Yeah.
It's very you spend 2 months for the color and 2 months for the material,
Yep.
and then you try to make this cup, but you forgot
The bottom.
the bottom. You forgot the bottom. That means it's not finished.
Right.
That means it's the bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just trash. It's not a cup.
Yeah, it's not functional.
That is what I want to say.
Oh.
In the creating area,
Yeah.
the finish is the most important thing.
Right,
This
right.
the finish is the start, and the finish is the finish too. I think because
The finish is the start.
I think the finish is start. I want to say like that because after finish, that is the marketing area. So
Right.
that is the business is start. So I think
Right.
in the creating area, finish is the start.
Right.
That is what I want to say. Yeah, it's good one. I
Wow.
think.
It's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a little clip right there.
I'm the lighter. Yeah. That's why.
Finish is the start. That's good. Because
Yeah.
because I'm also thinking about my experience doing these kind of things, right? So I'm looking for solace from people who are successful at what they do, and I want to understand. Like, this is another reason why I interview people who do things, who finish things, and then who see the result. And sometimes the result is bad, but sometimes the result is good, you
Yeah,
know. And it's only after you finish it. You start when you finish the freaking projects. Amen. Amen. Preach.
I think it's same with your podcast too.
True.
Just think about the one. We already told to the guys that we was filming this one.
Yep.
People maybe 2 months ago.
Yep.
Yeah, but SD card was the blow.
Yeah.
So now we premiering again, and then I think this is the finish.
Yes.
And then after this finish, he gonna start to creating the video, and then you're
Right.
gonna uploading that one in the YouTube
Yeah,
YouTube
well,
channel?
that's the thing, man. Like what
Yeah.
what they don't tell you about like doing YouTube is like,
Yeah.
okay, so filming and finding an interesting person, topic,
Yeah.
something to talk about is one. You know, that's the creativity part.
It is.
You finish that, you got the recording, you got the video, you put it all together, you make a meaningful kind of video, you upload it, you think about the description, thumbnail, title, how do you
to do
distribute it on
everything.
Instagram, how do you create short forms on TikTok, how do you like keep reminding people to watch the thing. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, there's so much.
But here's the thing. The important thing is you have to upload it.
Yes.
Yeah. That is the finish and
Yes.
start.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. And then I think the today is also the finish and start too. If we didn't premiere it again,
Yeah.
the last time,
Yeah.
was bullshit too. I
Right.
think because we didn't finish it, so
Right.
nobody know it.
Yeah, exactly.
But when today we film again, and then we're
Right.
gonna finish it,
Right.
and then you're gonna upload it to your channel,
Yeah.
and then we are creating
Yeah,
at the time.
exactly.
I think
Then the learning begins.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Do you go ahead?
Yeah, no. I think all the creating things is the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Across the board, it's very, very similar in the essence, at least. You know, like the very core. It's what I always say, and I continue saying, is if you feel like you want to do YouTube, if you feel like you want to write, if you feel like you want to draw, that means you have very good taste. Like if you feel like, oh, I could draw, I could do this, I could write that, you have really good taste. I think the thing that brings you into the art is that you have very phenomenal taste and discernment from everything you listen to. You love AC/DC, you love you love like that kind of era. So if you want to play music, that's the reason like you should get into music. But your skills is over here. But your taste is over here.
Yeah.
So it's just time. You just need time for the skills to catch up with the taste.
Yeah. If I say at the same situation with what you was explaining, have to try more. Have to development. I need development at the time. Yeah.
Do you see yourself writing long stories?
Can you tell me again?
Do you see yourself writing? So we talk about web novels, short form, right? Do you feel like you want to write long form? Do you see yourself writing long form? I
was. Before I starting to writing a web novel,
Mhm.
I want to be a normal writer.
Novelist, yeah.
Yeah, novelist.
Mm.
But nowadays in Korea, I think it's same with world abroad. But nowadays, the writer is not good at from making money. Yeah, only few writers can make money.
Mhm.
But in this situation, so I was pretty like that. Oh, I want to be a writer, but if I'm writing a book, I think I cannot make money, and I'm staying as like a poor guy. Yeah, so I don't want to do like that. If I want to like think a book, I want to make money,
Yeah.
and I want to live like a writers. Like
Right,
nowadays,
right.
I want to go abroad, and
Yeah.
I want to go sometimes another country. I want to live some another city.
Get inspired.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
If I was make a just normal, but I think I cannot live here.
Yeah.
So I think I was. Yeah, that's why when I was young, I mean, I was in the university. I want to be a just normal writer, but
Right.
I just give up because of the money problem. And
What did you study, by the way?
I was study law in my
A
university.
law, right? Yeah. Just as rehash for me and the viewers because they don't know.
Yeah, it's okay, but nobody
Yeah.
expect that I was learning.
Did you
about
finish
the
law school?
Yeah, no, not law school. I just in the undergraduate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, can I say undergraduate?
Undergrad, yeah.
Yeah.
Undergrad.
That means to graduate the university.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm
I finished my undergrad, and then
Yeah.
you have master's, PhD,
Yeah,
doctorate.
people do master. Yeah, I just undergraduate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm really not good at it.
Yeah.
Actually, I was trying to. In Korea, we have some examples to be a lawyer.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
the
also
bar.
have the law school too, but we have two way. We will have two way.
Mhm.
Nowadays, only one way
Right.
going to the law school. But before, when I was in the university, we have two way. Well, I was study about some law exam, but I feel like that. Oh, it's not my way. I'm not good at it. So I was give up, and then I just looking for another jobs, and then I was work at the Korea company for the only almost 6, 7, 8 months in Korea when I was 26, and I was quit it, and then I was just travel around the East Asia, and then come back to Korea, and then I was work at Indonesia for 1 month.
Oh, really? Where?
Yeah.
Jakarta?
Near the Jakarta.
Near Jakarta.
But at the time, the COVID was happening.
Oh shit.
So I have to come back to my country only for the 1 month after.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
You know what? At that time, Indonesia's the situation is really bad.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah, so many people was die at Indonesia because there was no hospital and they have
Oh,
no bed in
God.
the hospital. Yeah, so many people was die at the time.
Yikes.
So I was so worried, and then my parents were also worried about me. So because in the Indonesia there was so many people inside. So and then the change, the virus gonna be changed more strong at the time. I'm not sure how other country call it, but in Korea we call it as the Delta virus
Delta virus.
for the COVID.
Uh-huh.
It was starting from the India,
Uh-huh.
but in Indonesia there are so many workers from the India. So at the time the Delta virus was so separate in my company too.
Interesting.
So one of my coco was die at that time.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then
Young?
No, it's almost 40.
Okay.
Yeah,
Young.
but he had primary at that
Very
time.
young.
Yeah, it was a sad story.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I have to come back to Korea.
I
And then
see.
I lose my job and have no money.
Oh no.
And I have to make money. So, okay,
Yeah.
let's try some writing in some web novel. Yeah.
Nice.
That's why I was start.
Wow.
Actually, I have one of my teacher.
Uh-huh.
I want to call them as a master.
Right.
Yeah. I was met them in Chiang Mai. At the time, I was not a writer. I just traveling around the Chiang
You're
Mai.
just like an enthusiast. You're kind of like
Yeah.
interested in it.
Actually,
but-
they making a cartoon.
Mm.
You know the webtoon.
Right. Webtoons.
Yeah, they are the webtoon. They make a picture in the webtoon, and they also make a story too.
Yeah.
And there was the couple, and they
Mhm.
was married and
Mm.
each other, and then I was met them, and they want to teach me how to make some picture
Right.
for the 1 day class.
Right.
I was go with them, and then
Uh-huh.
they let me. We will go to the Wat Umong at the time. It's the very famous temple in the Chiang Mai,
Yes.
and very good
If you're
price.
here, check it out. Wat Umong is one of the best temples. I
Yeah,
think.
that is one of my best.
Mm.
And then
Oh, with the underground, like you
yeah,
know,
yes,
that's really
yeah.
pretty
They told me
interesting.
that okay, you go somewhere and then you just draw what you want, and then
Uh-huh.
I was good there, but I just feel like that I don't want to drawing a picture. I
Yeah.
just want to writing some poem at the time. So I
Right.
was just sitting just near the Wadumo.
Uh-huh.
I was writing my poem, and then I
Uh-huh.
was go to them. So okay, they asked me that, OJ, so
Uh-huh.
what you draw? So sorry, today I'm not drawing. I just writing a poem. So they asked me that you like to writing?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like to writing. I like
Yeah.
to writing poem, and I like
Yeah.
to write some novels.
Yeah.
And they asked me that, why you do it for your job?
Ah.
So to me at that time, I just think to myself that, I didn't study about this one, but can I do it? So I was asked to that, can I do it?
Mm-hmm.
And they say, why not?
There you go.
Even they are professional, but they told me that you can do it. So that made me so confident. So I have to go back to Korea, and then it have some terms inside
Mm.
the story, and then be a lighter.
Mm-hmm.
After I go back to Korea, I was go to Indonesia.
Yes.
The COVID was happening, and I come back.
Uh-huh.
I was reminded that what they was told me.
Yeah.
So I was start to lighting.
Yeah.
And then, some company was called to me. I want to publish your book. So
Whoa.
only one try.
Well, you got super lucky. You got really, really lucky. I think it's because,
You think lucky?
well, there's a component of luck for sure, but obviously you had an interest and you had, well, the reason why I say you're lucky is because one,
I mean,
you meet the people. Two, you're good, like you're inherently good at writing. Like you're really good at writing. I think like you can still, like even though you're kind of like, oh, my English and blah blah blah, you can still have the courage to sit down with me. It's on.
Yeah.
And say like, oh, okay, like I'm gonna do this podcast and it's gonna be good, you know. And it
Yeah.
is good. I think that's why you're lucky, because you have a trust in yourself. But the two things that we were talking about, one is, a lot of people work these normal office jobs and they want to do something creative.
Yeah.
But the problem is they don't know if they can make money or not, you know. And
Yeah,
that's
I
why it's important to know which area of, let's say you want to be a writer. MJ says, okay, I want to make money as a writer. I don't want to like be poor as a writer. So I want to find the way that will make me money, and that happened to be the web novels. And also the second important thing is to have a master. And it's really hard. That's the luckiest part, because it's really hard to find a master that gives a fuck. You know, like you I can send all my podcasts to maybe freaking, hundreds of people who do podcasts and say like, hey, I'm doing this podcast, would you like to be a guest? And so 99 of those people, they're gonna be like, fuck no, like you're too small, I don't care, blah blah blah. But if you find that one person and then they're like, it doesn't need to be much, they don't need to teach you everything, they just need to be like, wow, like you have talent and I think you should do it, and that energy is just enough for you to like po.
Yeah,
I think that's the energy that gave you the opportunity to write, and then people call you and say, hey, can I publish your book?
Yeah, it's I think after I listen your word, I think I'm lucky. Because at that time I cannot understand why they told me that you can write. Because even they are also professor in the university too. They teaching some students how to make a story and how to drawing. But they told me that they never told to their students that be also a writer. But they told me because it was in Chiang Mai, I think.
Right.
They also feel like that they are in it's other country and other city. There's just meet a stranger, and then they just do it to me. But I just grab it. So we still meet. I still meet them in Korea too, and I always think about that they are my master and they are my teacher.
Nice.
I love them.
Wow. Yeah. How important it is to have guidance, like a master or a teacher or someone who's like who's successful in what you do already or you want to do. Is it important to have someone like this?
Oh, can you tell me again?
Yeah. So you're talking about I call these people my master, or like I learn from these people. Is it important to have someone like this?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because not for the job or not for your work.
Right.
I think it's for your life.
Right.
You need someone to learn about how to live and how to think and how to behave.
Right.
Too. Yeah. I think we need some master or teacher in,
like a
in
guide.
our life. Yeah. I think the parents are also a good one. Maybe sometimes it's gonna be bad one, but I think to me, my parents is I think good teacher and good guide for my life. And then I also have another guide. I told you before that professors that I was meeting in Chiang Mai.
Yeah.
And they are also good master and good teacher to me.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of master and teachers in my life. I think you can be my master and teacher too, because you have a lot of thinking and ideas, and then even besides the plan, we can learn about the life or learn about their thinking and everything.
Absolutely.
So I think it's very important thing.
It is. And I'm realizing this more and more. I think parents are the first teachers, in our lives. They kind of like, we don't get to choose them, and they're just like there. But it's on the individual to find a different teacher and avoid some teachers. Not everyone's a great teacher, but I think it's just getting hard. It gets hard to see lessons if you're too like, I don't need a teacher, or like, oh, my parents are the worst, and da da da. It's almost always about forgive Don't forget,
Yeah.
but forgive
Forgive.
everyone's mistake and try to learn from them as much as possible, because like you said, you're my teacher as well, and
Yeah.
like your photographer friend is
Yeah.
also like teaching us about life in one way or another.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's difficult to see, but everyone's teaching everybody.
Yeah. When I was trying to study about the cocktail and bartending, I was read some sentence and I like that one. If there is 100 bartender and then they make some 100 martini,
Yeah.
there is 100 taste also exist
Different.
together.
Yeah.
The 100 martini have different taste.
Yes.
Actually, the martini is the very hard, difficult and easy to make. Because it's easy, so it's make it tasty is very difficult.
Right.
But if you, anyway, that means what I want to say is if there is 100 people, if there is 100 life for them. So that means if you are in the 100 people, you can learn 99 more life from them. So make a teacher and then go to meet them and then learn something. And then what I want to say is be a teacher too.
Yes.
You can be a teacher too.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think you have to, because during you teaching someone, you will learn another thing too.
Of course.
Yeah. When you're teaching something to another guy, you will know about what you need too. Yeah.
Yes.
So I think growing together. Actually, this is not my word. Actually, my master told me before. Yeah.
But that's very true, because if you can explain your idea to a younger person or people who don't have the same knowledge you do, and if you can just like strip it down to the fundamental truth or like the fundamental core of whatever, like coffee making, martini making, whatever, then it means you really know about it because you can tell it to anybody. What's your you obviously read. Is there any like people that influence your writing?
You mean the
Like your models?
Writers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of models, but I think they
all
are
Korean?
all Koreans.
Yeah, okay.
And then they are all the web writers, so I think if I say it, nobody knows that.
Oh, okay.
But I have a lot of guys that I think that I want to be like him, because he told to guys that in Korea the web novels business is very big. The market of the web novel is very big.
Yeah.
So there are so many writers inside there. So there are so many. That means there are so many people that I can learn from. Yeah. So I respect all the writers, and I always want to learn from them.
Yeah.
But do I have to say the name?
No. I was just curious, if there's anything that I could be like, because I unfortunately didn't read any of the stories. I just like take it from what I feel from you.
Just talk about another normal book. Yeah, just the best also is from the Japan.
Oh, Japan.
I like him. Yeah, I like the Japanese writers. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe not the nowadays. That maybe all these Japanese writers. They are so deep, dark and deep. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And I also like the, how can I say that? I'm not sure about my pronunciation. Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Arthur Conan Doyle.
Conan Doyle. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, and I guess Christie.
Agatha Christie. Yeah.
I love her too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Crime.
I like the kind of crime novel. I love it. Yeah.
Stephen King. Yeah, of course.
Of course, I
great,
know him.
yeah.
I love him. Yeah, I love his books, and then I love the movie that from his book too. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, because they keep making movies from his books.
And one of my best is Raymond Chandler. You know him?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, Raymond. I've heard the name. I don't know what kind of books he writes though.
Yeah, he's writing about the story about the noir.
The what?
Yeah, he's come from the America, and then he writing some. The main actor is also the detective. His name is Philip Marlowe.
Okay.
And then here's the thing that think about the image about the Sherlock Holmes.
Right.
Have some hat and have some pipe,
Right.
and then sitting on the chair. But the Philip Marlowe is just the opposite side of the Sherlock Holmes. He always smoke the cigar,
right,
not the pipe,
right,
and then he have the gun, and he always learn, and he always going around.
Okay.
Have very different kind of
He's more like a Watson than a Sherlock.
Yeah, more white and more
I see.
hard boiled. Yeah, we call it the hard boiled.
Hard boiled. Okay, got you.
I love it.
Yeah.
Long Goodbye. The book's name is The Long Goodbye.
Long Goodbye.
it's so deep and so dope. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, you have to read that book. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So what's in it for MJ in the future? Like what does your career, what do you want your career to look like?
Actually, in my business,
Uh-huh.
the final goals is we call it the OSMU.
OSM new.
That means the one source multi use.
On Sos Matius.
That means if I make a book,
Uh-huh.
from my book,
Yeah.
I can make a movie and I can make a series. I can make a cartoons or everything. I can make some goods or
Yes, because
something.
you got the text.
Yeah,
You got
because
the story.
I have some story and we call it as IP, and then I have IP. So I want to make my IP more bigger.
What's it stand for? IP? I don't know.
I think I
Okay.
have to try to search on Google.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
I'm just
cannot
curious,
remember.
yeah.
But
I'll do a research.
anyway,
Mm.
yeah, maybe it's just, I have the source, so I think I can make it more bigger. So I want to make my, and then as you know the Marvel universe.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a kind of the Marvel universe. In the web novel, we also have writers have their one universe in their writing too. So I want to make my universe too, and then I want to make that universe as like a movie or a series or something maybe.
Makes sense.
That is my final goal, I think.
Makes sense.
And then that is
Yeah.
very good for my money too.
Yeah. Then you get the freaking web novel enterprise.
I really want it. Yeah.
Would you see yourself as like would you build an agency for other new web novelists, so you can sort of like put them through, like you can connect them to people, and
Yeah, I want to do it.
yeah,
too,
like more of a
because,
teacher kind of position.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What a good host.
Yeah.
Actually, it is also one of my final goal too.
Yeah.
You know what? In Korea,
Uh-huh.
just inside our community for
Right.
the writers, we
Right,
say
right.
that the final goal is that even you're not writing, you can make money from the writing. That is the best way.
Right.
Yeah, be a professor or be a teacher,
Right.
and then teaching someone how to write,
Right.
and then that means I'm making money by writing.
Right.
But I didn't write.
Yeah, you don't write it.
That's the best
Yeah.
best way I think to make money,
Yeah.
because writing is very hard.
Yeah, dude,
But
yeah.
teaching is very easy.
Is it?
Just writing like this, like this.
Yeah,
That's
just like
all.
this,
yeah.
yeah.
Why not?
For maybe writing teaching is very different. I've done very little writing teaching in my life, mostly just like language teaching in terms of just speech and understanding, like listening. But writing is a different kind of, for me at least, it was like technical writing, so it's not like a creative process. I've never taught any creative writing lesson, so that might be comparatively easier to sort of like technical writing of like, okay, I need a body, an intro, an outro, and sort of like different styles of writing too. Like you can prove your point through like different examples. You can have like a chronological development of your idea.
Yeah,
But this is for IELTS, right? So
Yeah.
it's not like very creative,
yeah,
and it's a difficult thing to fucking teach because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you know what? Just teaching. I think in the writing area, the teaching is to just show them to where is the right way. How the I just teach you you want to go there?
Right.
That is the publishing book.
Right.
Okay, this direction you
Right.
can go
No.
to this road,
Mhm.
but go by the learning or by take a car or walk. It's just up to you. I think. Yeah, that's why teaching is easy and writing
Right.
is difficult, because
Right.
yeah, just teaching them to the direction. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
You're just kind of showing the light of like, okay, like this is your
I'm gonna
path.
show you, yeah, this
Yeah.
is your path.
Yeah.
But the way to go to there,
You have
it's
to
just
walk
up
it.
to you.
Yeah.
If you want to walk,
Yeah.
you can go
Go
to
ahead.
walk by
Yeah.
walk, and if you want to run, you can run.
Yeah.
You want to ride a bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Why not?
Yeah.
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 Teaching is just I think just show them the road or direction. That's what I
Right.
think.
Right. Yeah. That would be easy. I think the difficult part would be like making them walk. You know, like did you do anything today?
Yeah.
Like what did you write? Show me your work. You know, like that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
You know what? If I just think about that, I'm gonna teach you that there is your goal,
Yeah.
and then I will
Take
teach
your
you how to
hand.
walk, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you can
yeah.
do like
Put
that. I
the-
think that is not a good teaching.
Oh,
because that
why?
make the students so
rely?
depend on me. Yeah.
Mm.
I think the teaching is make them independently going well. Yeah. Even if I'm not teach the way next time,
Yeah.
he have to find his way
Right.
by himself.
Right.
I have to teach him the how to find the way and how to find the direction. That is the good teaching, I think. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. The one teaching one step is not good, I think. Yeah. Just explain about how to walk, and then when you walk, what you have to think about and what you have to take care of. Just tell to them is the good teaching, I think. Yeah. Don't bring them to the going with the well.
Right.
I think because of our Asian, I'm Asian, so I think. Yeah, I don't want to say like that, but I always talk like the Asian parents. I think, I know that we have different style. Yeah.
Right.
So as you know, some Asian parents is
high expectation.
Yeah. I think I cannot hide them that I'm from the Asia.
yeah, dude. It's very clear.
Yeah. But I think that is just my opinion. Yeah.
Cool. So I think just to close off, switch the gear down a little bit. Is there? I think writers are very powerful. With any revolution, any new idea and way of thinking, it's always in the writer's work that we see these new ideas and revolution. You know, like think about Aldous Huxley, Brave New World, and like the what we're living right now is like their books, right? So like the writers are always like precursor to what's going to happen. So I'm guessing from your work, we're gonna have time traveling bartenders who are just like giving information from the future.
Anyway, did I tell you that I like that book that you told me about, the Huxley's book?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, how did you know that?
Oh, Doors of...
Oh,
I don't know.
In
Just
Korea, we
synchronicity.
call it the... but the name is different. The main title is different in Korean.
Oh, it's not Brave New World?
Brave New World. In Korea, we say, "Oh, what a wonderful new world."
Wonderful New World.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
In Korea, but I love that the book. Sorry.
No, it's a good fucking book. I read it a couple of times.
Because I was surprised that he was talking about that book. Yeah, because I didn't tell him that I love that book. He know it. How he knew it? Yeah.
Man, it's the synchronicity.
Yeah.
Because I think to have like impactful ideas that make people say like, I want to publish your book. Yeah. There needs to be some influence in your past that you've read, that you've kind of like internalized. You don't even know that you're kind of using that information and that inspiration, but I think it's in you because it's one of your favorite books, right? So it's in you, even though the subject matter might be different. I think you're still using some elements from that power, like from that source.
That's right. Yeah, because when I was young, when I was in the high school or middle school, I always, at that time there was no web novel in the world, so I always read some normal books and normal novels. So they were always affecting to me. Yeah. So when I was writing myself, my book, I would think about some very famous books, and then I want to use that sentence from that books too. So sometimes if I want to use that sentence, I always try to find it from that book, and then I just make it change for myself.
Yes.
I think that's a good way. Yeah.
Yeah, I know this author. I'm not sure if you know this guy called Tim Ferriss. He's very famous in America for like getting really early on the podcast game. He's very like digital, like with his books and stuff. And the way he writes is obviously he reads a lot, and then he takes a lot of notes from everything that he reads, and like takes the ideas that are useful and necessary and paraphrases them and puts them into his own work. So it's a good strategy if you're a writer to, you have to read if you're a writer. Like a good writer reads a lot, but
I think the pretending is also a good way.
Pretending. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, pretending as like you are very famous and very big writer, and then I think that make you as a very famous writer, and then
manifestation.
I think so, because I was pretending, because that's why I think that pretending have power. Yeah,
I definitely agree. I just watched a video of Jim Carrey long time ago. He's on a talk show with Jay Leno, and he's showing this like one check he wrote to himself. He says, "I'm gonna make $10 million from my acting job." And he wrote this on a piece of paper. He wrote it a check. He says, before Thanksgiving 1995, which is 23rd of November, and he's like showing it to the audience, like, this is like, I wrote this like a couple years ago and I made it happen. So he's like, manifestation is real. So if you want, if you fancy yourself, if you can imagine yourself in a position of I want to be this, podcaster, this writer, this artist, this, like successful businessman or doctor, you could just like write it down on a piece of paper and just, obviously writing it is just not enough. It's like you think about it so much, you want to make it real, so you do everything that needs to happen in order for you to become the person that you want to become. But writing is, I think, it's huge, man.
Yeah, but actually not that much huge, but I think so. Just think yourself that you are very good at writing, that make you more good at writing. I think so. Every time when I was writing by myself, because writing is always going alone. So when I was writing alone, I was thinking to myself that, okay, I'm very good at it. I'm gonna be a very big famous writer soon. And then I was writing, think about with that thinking, and after I finish it, sometimes it going like that.
Yeah, that's power.
Maybe someday, who knows? I can read.
Well, that's what I was trying to say with the Aldous Huxley book, because this guy's dream is so strong, or this guy's like an analysis is so strong, he can literally just manifest the world that he's creating, right? So in that sense, I find writers especially, because that's the premise of any media is writing, right? Like any commercial, any ad, any movie, that's like a text that turns into something. Like you said, I want to build my IP so people can create more stuff. So I think for writers, there's a lot of responsibility on their shoulder because they're actively creating the new world.
It is, When I start to write, I always feel like the responsibility that I have to finish it. Because some readers are waiting for me, and I have to answer for them. So, but in front of them, I was pretending that I'm okay. I didn't feel like the responsibility. But I'm cool. But inside myself,
act natural, act cool.
I have to do it better.
Inside the Asian is just like,
I want to give up. Every time and every night, before I go to sleep, I was thinking in my head, I want to give up. I want to give
sleep.
up. Fuck. I don't want to do it anymore. But after wake up, but I have to.
Yes.
That is the life, I think.
That is the life. Live a responsible life. That's the code.
Yes, give up is very easy, but after give up, it's not easy, I think.
Facts.
You always regret it when you give up something.
Because you don't know what the you deny yourself of the outcome.
That's right. You know what? If you're wondering that if I have to do it or if I have to give up it, I always recommend that just do it, because if you do that, you never regret about that one. But if you give up it, forever you're gonna regret about it.
And it'll come back. It'll always come back to you.
Time never come back.
Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I
time travel is just in my novel, okay? So in the real life there is no time travel, so you have to know it there. So if someone who listens this podcast, and then if there is someone wondering that he have to do it or not, I would like to say like that, just do it, bro.
Nike. That's a wonderful way to wrap this up, man.
If you're afraid, it's easy. Try again. That's all. Why?
There it is. Because there's no failure. There's only learning. There's only learning.
Actually, it's same with the people I met you. My parents was called to me, and they was asking me that, oh, hey Jay, your book is going well? And I say, I think it's okay. Oh, really? I think it's not going well, but it's okay if I pair. I can try it again. That's all.
Exactly.
That's all. If I pair to my book, that is not the big issue to me. I can try it again. Why not?
Well, I think you're doing well because people are making podcasts about you. So there's one level,
Really?
You can tell your friend, you can tell parents like, Mom, I'm getting famous today.
I think I cannot tell to my parents there, because I was telling you about what I was talking with my parents.
Right.
My parents really don't like it if I tell to them. I was cool with my parents, and then they say like that. My parents really don't like it. Because they are Asian. Me too, I'm the Asian too, but in Asian culture it's not good way. But so I'm gonna not tell to my parents that I was in the podcast.
This never happened.
Keep it secret.
Shh, no one knows. Jay, thank you so much, brother.
Why? It's okay.
Yeah.
It was a good time for me too.
It was an amazing episode. I think a lot of people who are writing, people who are doing anything else creatively, or they just need to just do it. There's something for everybody in this episode. I think they can go back and listen to it and
Really?
and find some useful advice. No, I'm serious.
I'm just worried about my English. Yeah.
Well, I think that's just the charm. That's what I love about the English language is like you can hear it the way I speak it, you can hear it the way you speak it, you can hear it the way, hey, Luigi, he speak different way, you know, and that's the wonderful thing about this language. You can express it in so many different accents, and it's like very charming, you know. I hope no one loses their accent. I hope everyone speaks English in a different way so that, you know, we can have more variety in life. Like imagine everyone speaking like prim and proper in their English accent, yeah? It's like, not no hate to the British people. But,
you know, but I was with some Liverpool guy before. I was have a conversation with him from almost 1 hour. But after finishing our conversation, I didn't remember his name too.
Oh,
shit. Because of his accent.
Oh, dang.
Is he speak English? Because I never been to British people, and so it was my first time to meet the Liverpool guys. So that's why it's very hard to understand me, because I always talk with some American guys or Korean guys. Well, they always have some other accent. And then the Asians also have different accents. So to me, the Asian accent is more easy to understand. Because I'm the Asian. But some people think that the Asian accent is not good.
Well, it's just calibration, right? I feel like I can parse out most accents. Doesn't really matter from where they're from. Only if they're like deep Scotland, you know. It's like, you know, like I don't know that, but any Asian accent, I like any Latin accent, you know. Like, you know, those are little different cadences that I think express a different aspect of the language.
I still remember that we were met some Australian guy at the bar, and then we talk about the accent. Scannon mate. Scannon mate. At the first time when I was listening that word, what the language is that? I only can understand the mate. That was very funny. I think it's the good way to live in Chiang Mai too. Because you can meet a lot of guys come from another
everywhere.
Everywhere. So you even if you meet some Turkiye guy in today, maybe tomorrow you can meet some American guy, and day after that you can meet some Australian guy, and there are so many guys in here.
It's like millions of blossoms blooming.
Okay. And then let's back to the accent. What I want to ask you is that actually my English is not that much good, but I think some people told me that I don't have some accent from the Korean accent. I think. Do you think so too?
I hear the accent, but I wouldn't say it's like. Okay, I've heard a lot of Korean people speak English, so right now I know what it is. But if I just first met you, I couldn't say that this is accent from here or there. However, I think I've understood 100% of everything that you said today.
Really?
That is because, one is you're clear, even though you think you're not. And the second is I listen well, and I can kind of... Like I know you as a person, you know, so the kind of things that you talk about.
We are proud.
And also like we recorded this like twice, so that also gives me a little bit more. So like maybe other people who, I mean, I teach English, right? So like it kind of gives me a little bit more access to understanding. But I don't think you're at the level of like you should be concerned.
Really?
Like I think
you're good. Because it's same. Because I always, when I speak English, I always pretending like I'm very good at English.
But it's good, it works.
But as you know, I never lived in some English using area like England or America or Australia or something.
You don't need to anymore.
I never been there before, so I always study by myself and in my home, and watching some series from the America or something, listen some song from the America or England. That's all. So
there's no excuses if anyone wants to learn the language. See, like you don't necessarily have to live. Okay, living in somewhere is obviously very easy because you're forced to learn and speak the language in the context of the country that you're in.
Mhm.
But you can still create that environment in your house, from your TV shows, from the very few friends that you have, or in your country. There must be a city that's like a lot of foreigners and tourists come and visit, right? So
Yeah,
just
it
spending
is.
time with those. When I was a kid, I remember I did a tourist guide, just like the very
Really?
popular area.
Yeah.
Just like I have this blue T-shirt that says "Ask Me."
Yeah.
So in the back, yeah. So I would just like walk around British people. You can collect a lot of tips if you're, charming, and if you're like, if you know what you're talking about. Take to these
Charming.
people, yeah. Take the people to like some secret little locations for food. It's a very good way to not only learn about other cultures but practice your own culture, because you need to read up and like you need to go to these places before you take anyone. So I think that's a good tip for anyone who's like a teenager who wants to expose themselves to more language.
That's a good way, I think.
Yeah. Like if you're in Seoul, if you're a Korean person, if you're living in Seoul, you just go to there's a lot of tourists, I imagine. So just wear a fucking T-shirt that says "Ask Me" and then just like take people around.
I have to buy some blue T-shirts.
Jay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much to invite me.
Do you have some goodbye ideas and thoughts for people, the audience?
for the man?
Yeah, just saying goodbye and your last wishes. You can go cheesy, you can go stupid, you can go short, you can go long. Doesn't matter.
Okay, so how can I say that? Just word or sentence? Which one is better?
However you want. Free form.
Kimchi.
Kimchi.
You know
Soju. Kimchi.
You know what? In Korea, when you take a picture,
Uh-huh.
in the American,
cheese.
another people say cheese, but
Cheese.
in Korea we say kimchi, and then we
Kimchi.
take a picture. So I think the kimchi is the good way for the last one.
Okay, let's pose for the thumbnail then.
Okay,
Kimchi.
three, 2, 1,
one.
kimchi.
Thanks
all. Thank you.
everybody. See you on the next one. Bye bye.
Thank you.